spot, news media. We got the latest news, we don't care about the views, we just representing right. Put local news internationally every night. On the spot, wave that Jamaican flag from left to right. Let's get it right, y'all know the type. We ain't dealing with the hype. We make it take flight.
Yeah, man, my viewers and subscribers, what go on. A blessed and wonderful Wednesday evening to each and every person out there tuning in to On The Spot News Media. Now, my peeps, I don't know how we do it over on this side. So we have a few stories to share with you, the regular members of Chan Public and also members of the diaspora. So please like the video, share the video, watch the entire vlog so you can get a full understanding and a better appreciation of everything we are going in Jamaica. So watch this now, my peeps. We're going to kick it off with some updates. The first one, as you can see, a fiery protest along Washington Boulevard. I posted a small clipping of it just before the On The Spot News Media intro. So that is in relation to a police fatal knockings and clappings of a 17-year-old who residents are stating that is innocent and the police them murder him for nothing. But now we have gotten a response from the police who stated differently. So several residents from the New Haven community in Taran Park took to the streets on Tuesday protesting the fatal knockings and clappings of this brother presently on your screen. The one with his face circled with the cigarette in his hand. Now, as you heard, many residents stated that it's a little youth we are going orientation next week. But I guess he might burn one frost behind the backs of the adults. But anyway, they used the breeze to block sides of Washington Boulevard. Now, according to one female resident, she stated that the now deceased Javon Hall was taking his girlfriend home sometime after 4 Tuesday morning. We are talking about 4 a.m. in the wee hours this up. Now, the person in the middle beside Javon Hall is said to be the female in which company he was in. So this female, presumably a man royal type of female, is the alleged girlfriend. Something fishy about that story, that girlfriend story there. Now add up. Because, truth and in fact, females who carry themselves like these are usually a representation of a male in their colorful relationship, so to speak. So that girlfriend story there, out the window with that. Tell us that him did a follow one of them like a female tuggy them, go back pan fair black. Now that would have make better sense. Now we're gonna play some clippings from the irate residents who was protesting along the roadway on Washington Boulevard Tuesday morning. Now listen. Then of course we're gonna get into the meat of the matter.
Police kill a 17-year-old little boy for him orientation. Kill him for him orientation. And tell the 14-year-old and the 16-year-old say, and you him talk him and kill them too. Him shot him back the 14-year-old. Tell them to take off them slippers and put in at the Jeep back. Him turn to them and said to them, say, me kill the whole Keauno. Me nah no evidence. The police woman said, no, kill them. Our police from the Reddings division coming to the Kingston 20 division. Come do that. Kill the little boy them and take what them slippers. Little girl clothes them and their blood up. Now and the little boy. And their mother dead. For the innocent youth. When they kill him innocent, they stuff him body in a car and tell him friend them so them not for talk. And wickedness that. And next week I the little boy birthday. And wickedness that. Police are no wicked. Wanna for serve and protect our own thing now do I take the innocent life them. I could have anyone I will be a day. And wickedness that. Wanna kill the youth cold bloodedly.
Now, another resident reached out to On The Spot News Media and stated that it was not one person that lost his life, but two persons. That person stated that the police took the life of 17-year-old Javan, aka Javidan, threw him into a car trunk, as one of the female protesters stated. But the person also stated that a second body was found in the trunk of the car. And the other two persons, the female and another male teen, was sitting beside the bodies, dumped in the car trunk. Now, the police claims is totally different from that of the residents. The police stated that they were on patrol in the Corville Gardens community when they saw the teen in the company of two others. It is said that the police beckoned to them to stop, and a shootout ensued between the 17-year-old now deceased Javan, aka Javidan, whilst the other two ran off. The police stated that they returned fire, and when the smoke cleared and the battle was won, he was found laying lifeless, clutching a 9mm pistol with 7 rounds of ammunition in that particular firearm. So right now, residents is stating one thing and the police is refuting their claim. Now we await the Indicom investigation and their responses to the claims of what the residents are stating and to that of what the police are stating. But anyway, we will be giving you updates as it relates to this police fatal knockings and clappings. A lot of unanswered questions are still waiting to be answered. Yeah, man. Now, another update as it relates to the young man that lost his life on TikTok live along Dames Road in the Alman Town policing space. Now, the young man presently on your screen is said to be a student of the University of West Indies who just completed his courses and is about to graduate in October of this year. It is said that Keauno Watson, otherwise known as Popsy, who is presently on your screen, said to be 23 years of age, was in his yard on his TikTok live when he was pounced upon by criminal elements who gunned him down cold-blooded. Now, residents are pointing fingers, and 2 names have since come to On The Spot News Media. And the 2 names that I have gotten so far is as follows. The first name, a criminal element identified only by his alias as Papa, and the next criminal element identified as Dante. Now, it has been a long time since On The Spot News Media really made any serious investigations into what is happening in the Alman Town space. And I think that now is the time for On The Spot News Media to go back into that space to seek and find out what is really happening in that space. Years gone by, On The Spot News Media covered several vlogs of ongoing gang violence in that community, but has moved on since. Now, residents are asking for my intervention, and I will definitely oblige them to seek to find out the reason behind the fatal knockings and clappings of these university students. Now, some residents are pointing fingers off bad mind and because them not pick side in the ongoing gang war. That's the reason why his life was taken. So the criminal elements that took his life, basically I say, if him not dep on our side, that mean him dep on the other side. Hence the reason why his life was taken. So Alman Town residents, I hereby answer your call for On The Spot News Media's intervention. Yeah, man. So for those who have not yet seen the video, It was posted on my Instagram page. That's On The Spot News Media 876 on Instagram. I was looking through the comment section, and one comment definitely caught my attention. In fact, when I go over there and watch it, is the comment that I pinned specifically. That person stated, "Why are people so shocked? Why are people even surprised? This is norm, and the public is still going to talk and cry, and by Friday, all this will be forgotten. This is our culture. Do you hear the music in the background? This is what we have become, because this is what we have accepted. And trust me, a truer statement has never been made, because the music that was playing in the background by the now deceased and his friends is really telling, because one of them intense songs they will say we are gunman brother. So it come to reality, the real gunman them come take your life, just like that. And I'm not pointing fingers at the music and I blame the music, saying say because of the music why the gunman them come near me food and broke the plate. But the music is also a part of our culture that help to form our mindset. We all see and know how powerful music is in our Jamaican culture and in our Jamaican society. When I talk about Jamaicans, I talk about music and party. That is what we put above all else. So music definitely help to shape our culture into what it is presently. I stated this morning, and I'm going to say it again. If you wish to teach a young child its ABCs, it is easier for you to play it in the form of a music, of a song. It is easier for the child to catch on to it that way than any other way that you may want to try. Tell me if I'm wrong. So music, yes, does help to form our culture. And this is the state of our culture today. So we should definitely not be surprised, sad to say. But anyway, another update. Now over there in the troubled, war-torn, crime-riddled Kingston Western Police Division, a fatal knockings and clappings of this criminal element here presently on your screen that took place in the Taran Park community early this morning. Now the deceased has since been identified as O'Shane Bennett, otherwise known as Megaball. The same Megaball where everybody a talk about on the Spot News Media, him innocent. Innocent. What? Megaball is far, far from innocent. As far as the east is from the west, that is how far Megaball is from being innocent. Now, Megaball is a known, reputed criminal element. We run a whole heap of program from people for lose them 3 points. In fact, him take place in a whole heap of knockings and clappings. Also, now, who remember the youth where him slap way at the juice factory where them call Blvd? Yeah, man. A Megaball did go bust out Blvd head. So, the scrap metal youth them, wanna say him work with. Him is a hired hitman for them youth there, but him and them kind of fall out. So, when you not talk about him and him way to work, and him way to work kind of work, him probably and him way to go mash a works. That you don't need to talk about. You see uno people in a Taran Park, uno no learn, you know. Uno definitely don't learn. Remember what Taran Park was a couple of years ago to what it is now. Be careful, because not just me allow no community to return to what it once was. So mega ball fatal knockings and clappings cannot come from two places. It cannot come from the scrap metal man them we work with, because them used to send him pan a whole heap of knockings and clappings for do some little hitman work and pretend like him a do a honest work in a scrap metal with them. So the fallout between him and them can make them see a man there, send man come yam him food and broke the plate. Or it could be coming from the families of the brother with them call Mark Luke, this brother here presently on your screen. It is said that Megaball played a very integral role in the fatal knockings and clappings of Mark Luke. Now I carried that story sometime last year where Mark Luke had some family dispute over properties. It is said that one of his niece pay criminal elements from Taran Park and the scrap metal people for slap him away. And if you go back and you watch that vlog, I would have mentioned the scrap metal man them involvement in that vlog. Now, lo and behold, Megaball was the criminal element who played a very instrumental role in the fatal knockings and clappings of Mark Luke. So it most definitely cannot come from that family there avenging the loss of life of Mark Luke. So as the late great Teddy Brook shot in a shutters would I say, anybody could have touched him. Yeah, man. Now all the way over there in the parish of Manchester, the parish has been rocked with yet again another double fatal knockings and clappings. Now 3 men get caught up last night and 2 end up lose them 3 pints. All of that took place at a bar in Bottom Albion in Manchester last night, which is Tuesday night. Now the police have identified the men that lost their lives as Kalu Stoltz, presently on your screen, otherwise known as Rasta in the streets. Rasta is said to be 29 years of age and also a resident of Albion in Manchester. The next man who end up lose him 3 pints has since been identified as Henry Brown, otherwise known as Iceman, said to be a 45-year-old resident of Barnstable in Manchester. Now the police stated that sometime around 9:20 p.m. a gunman entered the bar and opened gunfire, hitting all 3 men. An eyewitness stated that the gunman then grabbed a bag which reportedly had $100,000 and other items from the bar and the bartender before fleeing the scene on foot in the area. Now we're going to hear from the councillor caretaker for that particular area. That's Councillor Carl Smith from the People's National Party, Knockpatrick Division, as he weighs in on this latest spate of violence in his particular constituents.
Councillor for the Knockpatrick Division, waking up to the tragic news of another senseless killing in the community of Albion in the Knockpatrick Division, where 2 young men lost their life and 1 is in the hospital treating gunshot wound. It's never a good thing for any community. It instills fear in the community, a normally quiet community, and it instills fear in the community, and we're encouraging anybody who has anything to do with it, who know anything, to just try and assist the police in bringing whoever is responsible to this to a quick justice. We need to act more as a community. Somebody must know something. So we're asking any information you can assist the police with in helping them to solve this gruesome murder quickly would be highly appreciated.
Any idea what the motive was?
I have absolutely no idea about the motive. I am not sure. I doubt it is robbery, but I have no idea what the motive would be. Absolutely no idea.
Based on information that you're picking up on the ground, have you heard whether the culprit or culprits stole anything from the bar after?
Well, I heard on leaving the bar, they took up some items, I think money, cigarette or some other items, I'm not quite sure, but that's just word of mouth persons saying things.
No doubt an incident like this, at times the police clamp down on the area and reduce the nightlife for residents. Talk to me about that and the importance of residents coming forward.
Well, to be honest, anything that makes the Nakpachi division safer, I am fully involved. I'm into it. So if it means a lockdown, a curfew, as long as we bear fruit from it, then I'm fully for it.
And still in the Manchester Police Division, the Manchester Police have launched an investigation into the fatal knockings and clappings of an alleged intruder by Hawkeye security guards this morning. The man who lost fame life has since been identified as 24-year-old Davian Daly, said to be of a King Island Meadows address in Mandeville. Now, it is reported that sometime around 3 a.m., the security team responded to an intruder at a premises along Lily Close in King Island Meadows. Upon the arrival of the security team, the team was reportedly challenged by the now deceased man, during which he was conned up. He was, however, taken to the Mandeville Regional Hospital, where he succumbed to injuries. An investigation is being undertaken by the Mandeville Criminal Investigation Branch to see what really had taken place. Now, anyone out there who has any additional information, especially to the description of who the now deceased Davian Daly was, if he was really a knockis and clappis, a little thief in the community, or if he was innocently taken out by the security, please reach out to the Mandeville Police. And as always, if you don't trust the police, link on the Spot News Media or any like-minded vlogger. Give us the information and we will most definitely pass it on to the relevant authorities who can make effective change. Yeah, man. Now the last thing that we're going to talk about, a fatal knockings and clappings that took place in the troubled, war-torn, crime-riddled St. James Police Division, a section of St. James known as Lilliput, Bobman Hill. Now, this brother here, presently on your screen, identified as Akeem Buckner, but more popularly known in the streets as Dado, was taken out in a hail of bullets this morning. Now, information surrounding his fatal knockings and clappings is not clear to On The Spot News Media as yet, but we will most definitely be making some checks into his loss of life and update you in subsequent newscast. Boy, me I tell you, my peeps, the thing rough, the knockings and clappings continues. So anyway, remember if you like, share, subscribe to the channel. Stay tuned to On The Spot News Media as I continue to bring you fresh news and updates in subsequent newscast. On The Spot News Media. Yeah, man.